voice used to echo with the rhythm of your feet, a noisy kind of comfort that made the house complete. Now the air is thin and frozen, and the hallway stretches on, a desert made of quiet since the moment you were gone. I'm reaching for the banister, I'm steadying my breath in a house that's haunted by love that met its death. And I'm learning to walk on silence, step by heavy step, across the empty spaces where the promises were kept. It's a different kind of balance when there's no one there to hold. In the middle of the quiet, in the center of the cold. No music in the kitchen, no heartbeat in the hall. Just me in the silence and the courage not to fall. To fear the stillness, used to turn the radio high just to drown the whys and how comes and the ghost of our goodbye. But now I let the quiet wrap around me like a shroud. I'm finding that the nothingness is getting pretty loud. I'm listening to the shadow of the person I should be. Between what was us and me, it's a tightrope made of whispers. It's a bridge of unspoken words, the kind of lonely music that the world has never heard. But my feet are getting surer on this path of empty sound. I'm finding my own gravity on this hollow, quiet ground. It's a different kind of balance when there's no one there to hold. In the middle of the quiet, in the center of the cold. No music in the kitchen, no heartbeat in the hall. Just me in the silence and the courage not to fall. Can you hear it? The sound of moving on, one foot in front of the other until the quiet isn't wrong. Just learning to walk, just learning to breathe in the silence. I'm looking at the legal lines and the ink that's finally dry. It's a paper thing goodbye that doesn't tell me why. You signed away the father and you traded in the son, like a race you were tired of before it had begun. I've got your DNA, but I don't have your last name anymore. Just a set of fingerprints left upon a locked up door. And I'm orphaned by choice, but the choice wasn't mine. You walked away from the bloodline and you crossed a deadly line. It's a living kind of funeral, a silent kind of grave for the little girl orphanage is crowded with the kids you left behind. In the orphan by choice section of your hollowed out mind. How do I explain the gap when people ask about my kin? Do I tell them that you shed your heart just like a snake sheds skin? I'm a half-written book with the author out of sight, crying in the margins in the middle of the night. You're a phantom in the grocery aisle, a stranger on the street, the bitterest kind of medicine that I ever had to eat. If I change my face, would you finally look away? Or would the guilt follow you until your dying day? You chose the silence, you chose the empty air, but every mirror tells me that you're still living there. Away from the bloodline, and you crossed a deadly line. It's a living kind of funeral, a silent kind of grave, for the little girl, a boy you didn't want to save. You're still breathing in the city, you're still walking in the sun, while I'm the casualty of a battle you just won. Yeah, the orphanage is crowded with the kids you left behind. In the orphan by choice section of your hollowed out mind. You deleted the history, you erased the name, but I'm still the fire from your discarded flame. Orphaned by you, I hope you found what you were looking for. Taillights bleed into the great Pacific mist, like a final chapter of a book that never got to be kissed. You said the distance will be a healing kind of bond, but it's just the hollow center of a suffocating calm. I'm deleting photos just to keep my sanity in check, but I still feel the phantom weight of your arms around my neck. They say out of sight, then you're out of mind, but they never mention the pieces left behind. I can't see your face, but I'm out of soul, drowning in the static of a heart that's lost control. You're 1,000 miles away, breathing different air, while I'm starving for a ghost who isn't even there. Yeah, the horizon stole the vision, but the fever didn't roll. I'm out of sight, and I'm out of soul. I've rearranged the furniture to kill the memory, but every shadow in the corner looks like what you used to be. I try to fill the silence I'm just a faded picture torn right down the half. The postcards never came, and the phone is cold as stone. It's a crowded kind of world to be this deeply alone. Is my spirit in your suitcase? Is my future in your trunk? Or was our holy water just a bitter wine we drunk? I'm searching for the exit, but I'm stuck inside the frame, screaming at the darkness to forget your name. Just the emptiness where you used to be, out of sight, totally out of soul. We're standing in a driveway where the asphalt's starting to peel, trying to remember how the foundation used to feel. The wall is still standing, the roof is still overhead, but the soul of the timber is cold and dead. I walk through the kitchen and I trip on the air, searching for the gravity of a man who isn't there. Now I'm just circling the hole where home was, watching the dust settle just because. It's a hollow in the floorboards, a baiter in a heart. The loud was kinda silence echoing off the wall. You didn't just leave, you took the center with you, leaving a blank space where the sunlight used to pour through. Yeah, the address is the same, but the spirit's gone because I'm falling down a hole where home was. I see the outline on the carpet where your arms are used to say, like a crime scene photo of a heart that didn't quit. The counting is grown and the windows are loose, like a searching for a reason or an honest excuse. How do I sleep when the anchor is gone, when the floor is alive from the dusk till the dawn? You can pay over the memory, you can share you. Leaving our past place where the sunlight used to pull through. Yeah, the address is the same, but the spirit's gone because I'm falling down the hole where home was. Mom and Dad, watch you step there. No one there in the house we tear. Just a vacancy in the sake of me. Where home used to be. I'm standing in the doorway where the cold draft's always me, watching the leather latches buckle under the defeat. You're packing up the kitchen and the clocks upon the wall, but you're leaving me the heaviest burden of them all. There's a zipper stuck on memories and a handle made of lead, and 1,000 goodbyes that were never even said. I reached out to help you, just to feel your hand once more, but you pushed the box across the center of the floor. And oh, it's a bitter kind of suitcase sympathy, packing up the pieces of the ghost of you and me. You're sorry for the distance, you're sorry for the pain, while you're standing in the driveway checking for the rain. It's a hollow kind of mercy, a fragile kind of gift, when the anchor's gone and the floorboards start to shift. Yeah, you offer me a moment of suitcase sympathy, then you lock the trunk and turn the final key. I see the outline where the trunk was, sitting in the dust, a shattered monument to everything we trust. You left a little space inside for the things I might have kept, while the rest of our foundation was silently intercepted. How do I carry sorry when it doesn't have a soul, when the half is missing and the other half's a hole? Your pity is a suitcase that I cannot even lift, sinking through the cracks of this final quiet drift. Don't tell me you're unhappy as you buckle up the strap, falling right into your self-made lonely trap. The wheels are turning now, we're toward the open cold unknown, leaving me to carry this sympathy alone. And oh, it's a bitter kind of suitcase sympathy, packing up the pieces of the ghost of you and me. You're sorry for the distance, you're sorry for the pain, while you're standing in the driveway checking for the rain. It's a hollow kind of mercy, a fragile kind of gift, when the anchor's gone and the floorboards start to shift. Yeah, you offer me a moment of suitcase sympathy, then you lock the trunk and turn the final key. Pick it up, walk away, nothing left to say, just leather and tears, just heavy fears. Keep your pity I'm standing in the hallway where the ceilings touch the sky, a tiny silhouette, just trying to get by. I got my backpack on my back, heavy with the weight of the unspoken reasons why you couldn't stay late. The floorboards are a desert and the doorknob's out of reach, practicing the silence that you always try to teach. I'm looking for a hero in the shadows of the wall, but I'm just a little heartbeat in a lonely empty hall. And oh, it's a crushing thing, small shoulders, big world, watching the banners of your freedom get unfurled. I'm carrying the mountains while the planets spin around, trying to keep my footing on the shaky, fatherless ground. The horizon's getting wider, but the anchor's lost at sea, paying for the exit that you forced upon me. Yeah, I'm shrinking in the distance as the shadows clutch and curve, drowning in small shoulders, big world. I found your oldest sweater with the elbows worn and thin, a hollow woolen fortress for the state I'm living in. I wrapped around my narrow frame to feel a little brave, but it's just a cold reminder of the love you didn't save. How am I supposed to stand against the howling wind when the walls are falling down from the version that you send? I'm a fragile little soldier in an undivided war, searching for the reason that isn't anymore. Does gravity get heavier as the years begin to stack, or do you just get used to the cracks across your back? I'm shouting at the moonlight, I'm begging at the sun to fix the hollow feeling from the things that you've undone. Small shoulders, big world, watching the banners of your freedom get unfurled. I'm carrying the mountains while the planets spin around, trying to keep my footing on the shaky, fatherless ground. The horizon's getting wider, but the anchor's lost at sea, paying for the exit that you forced upon me. Yeah, I'm shrinking in the distance as the shadows clutch and curve, drowning in small shoulders, big world. Small me, big room, waiting in the quiet of a coming gloom. I'm still here, Dad, growing under the weight. It's heavy, so heavy. I'm standing in the kitchen while you're reading through the news, tracing faded patterns on my scuffed up Sunday shoes. I'm shouting from the center, I'm begging with my eyes, but you're staring through the window at the bruised and empty skies. You pass the salt and pepper like I'm made of thin air glass, watching all the minutes and the lonely seasons pass. I've got your last name and I've got your stubborn chin, but I can't find a doorway to the man you've locked within. And oh, it's a shattering view, baby, in plain sight, fading like a shadow in the middle of the light. We're sharing the same ceiling and we're breathing the same air, but you're miles and miles away from the child sitting there. It's a hollow kind of home, it's a quiet kind of war, when the version of the hero doesn't look back anymore. Yeah, the world is wide and colorful, but my spirit's turned to white, just abandoned in plain sight. I've got a trophy in my hand, and I got questions about the road, but you're buckling underneath some secret heavy load. I'm sitting on the sofa, brushing up against your sleeve, while you're practicing the exit that you never even leave. Is my voice a frequency that you learn to tune away, like a tattered old reminder of a day you can't quite pay? I'm waving from the shoreline, I'm screaming from the pier, but you're lost inside the nothing and you didn't even hear. They tell me that I'm lucky 'cause you stayed inside the frame, but what's a family portrait when nobody's the same? I'd rather have the distance than this ghost beside me now, drowning in the absence of your never broken vow. But you're miles and miles away from the child sitting there. It's a hollow kind of home, it's a quiet kind of war, when the version of the hero doesn't look back anymore. Yeah, the world is wide and colorful, but my spirit's turned to white, just abandoned in plain sight. How about now? I'm still here, under the brow. Share the room, keep the space, empty eyes, frozen face. I'm right here, Dad, but you're not. Flipping through the pages of a brand new year, marking birthdays and the holidays with a heavy kind of fear. I reach for the Sunday where the summer starts to bloom, but the ink just stuttered in the middle of the room. There's a Sunday in June that I can't quite face. A square made of nothing, an empty white space. I tried to write Father, but the letters wouldn't form. Just a silent casualty of a long gone storm. And oh, it's a bitter kind of view, the hole in the calendar, searching for a star, for a broken down mariner. It's the day that the rest of the world gets right, while I'm shaking in the shadows of the afternoon light. 30 days of waiting and a lifetime of no, watching the seasons in the empty squares go. Yeah, the clock is a liar and the time is a thief, falling through the hole in the calendar of grief. I see the cards in the window of the shop on the hill, promising wisdom and a measure of will. I imagine the postman with a letter for me, but the mailbox is hollow as the bark on a tree. I could buy a present, I could wrap it in gold, but who do you give to when the story's been told? I'm counting the minutes till the Monday arrives, and the unspoken nothingness finally dies. Is it etched in the marrow? Is it written in blood? The way that you left in the middle of the flood. Now every 6 months I'm circling the drain, waiting for the sunlight to wash away the And oh, it's a bitter kind of view, the hole in the calendar, searching for a star, for a broken down mariner. It's the day that the rest of the world gets right, while I'm shaking in the shadows of the afternoon light. 30 days of waiting and a lifetime of no, watching the seasons and the empty squares go. Yeah, the clock is a liar and the time is a thief, falling through the hole in the calendar of grief. Cross it out, turn the page, a lonely kind of coming of age. Next year will be the same, just a square without a name. The hole is getting bigger. I saw you flipping through your leather at the counter by the door, searching for a 20 or a receipt from the store. A faded photograph fell out and fluttered to the floor, the one of me at 7 that you don't look at anymore. It was tucked behind a credit card and a stub from some old show, a relic of a daughter that you had to let go. You brushed it to the side like it was nothing but a leaf, a silent paper thin casualty of grief. And oh, it's a shattering thing, being worthless in your wallet, to have a father's love and not know what to call it. I'm just pocket change and scraps, I'm a coupon for the past, a memory that was never meant to last. You carry me around, but I'm buried in the fold. A story staying quiet and staying cold. Yeah, your life is full of paper and just a secret or a lonely what if. You've got room for every business card and every new ID, but not a single minute for the truth of loving me. I'm creased across the middle, I'm torn along the edge, the shattered remnant of a long forgotten pledge. I smell like old tobacco and the scent of copper coins in the hollow dark divide where the silence joins. Spend me like $1 or throw me in the trash. Anything is better than this emotional crash. I'm tired of being hidden in the darkness of your hip, a broken piece of history on a one-way trip. Tuck it back in, close the snap, fall into the lonely gap. Just a photo, old and gray, waiting for another day. I'm still here, Dad, even if you don't spend me. Sitting on the edge of the mattress where the shadows like to creep, in the hollowed out silence before the world goes to sleep. I got the picture book open to the page where the hero finds his way. But I'm searching for the chapters that you tore out and threw away. You promised me a castle, you promised me the moon, whispering happy endings that ended way too soon. Now the ink is tasting bitter and the vows feel like lead, choking on the fables that a missing father said. And I'm betrayed by the bedtime story, left inside the dark, waiting for a rescue or a flicker of a spark. The wolves are at the window and the woods are getting deep, while the man who wrote the magic had a promise he couldn't keep. It's a shattered kind of wonder, a faded kind of glory, living in the wreckage of the betrayed bedtime story. I look at the useless facings of the man holding the child's hand in a watercolor version of a long forgotten land. I try to trace the outlines, but the colors start to bleed into the jagged hollow of the love I really need. You close the book so suddenly, you turned out every light, leaving me to fight the giants in the middle of the night. I'm rereading the silence and I'm editing the lies with the salt that's overflowing from these unclaimed eyes. Is there an index for the broken, a glossary for the gone, a way to keep on breathing from the dusk until the dawn? inside the dark, waiting for a rescue or a flicker of a spark. The wolves are at the window and the woods are getting deep, while the man who wrote the magic had a promise he couldn't keep. It's a shattered kind of wonder, a faded kind of glory, living in the wreckage of the betrayed bedtime story. Close the lid, put it back, the bookshelf's turning cold and black. No more once upon a times, no more rhythms, no more rhymes. The end, Dad. It's finally the end. I'm standing in the hallway where the afternoon light leans, tracing out the hollows and the ghosts of all our scenes. The indent in the carpet where your favorite chair would sit is a cold and quiet witness to the way you chose to quit. I've rearranged the pictures, but the nail hole stays the same. A tiny jagged window looking back upon your name. I'm breathing in the nothing, I'm starving for the sound of the heavy boots that never touch the ground. And oh, it's a shattering view, the void where you were, a territory of silence that I wasn't meant to find. It's the empty side of dinner, it's the vacuum in the hall, the loudest kind of heartbeat echoing off the wall. You didn't just walk out, you took the future in your stride, leaving only hollow air for who I was to hide. Yeah, my world is getting wider, but my spirit's confined inside the void where you were. Jacket in the closet by the door, holding on to memories like it can't take anymore. The sleeves are holding shadows where your shoulders used to be, cold and heavy remnants of a dead philosophy. I tried to fill the gap with books and borrowed things, but the center doesn't hold the way your father's promise sings. I'm a puzzle with a piece that fell beneath the floor, searching for the gravity that isn't anymore. Does every house have a canyon in the middle, a melody that breaks right in the riddle? The air is getting thinner as I reach across the line, searching for a reason or a sympathetic sign. Look into the void, stare into the blue. There's nothing left to resemble you, just an empty frame, just a silent flame. The void, that's all you left for me. I stepped out of the wreckage, left the keys inside the door to a house of us that is paragraphs, the instructions, but they're written in the sand. And I'm holding on to pieces of a life we never planned. I used to lean on your shoulders just to catch my breath. Now I'm staring at a silence that feels heavier than death. So I'm raising my own heart like a motherless child, trying to keep the pilot light from running wild. It's fragile and it's hollow and it cries through the night. I'm teaching it to beat again without you in its sight. It's a long road to healing, and I'm shaking at the start, just a ghost in the hallway, raising my own heart. I'm tucking in the memories, putting shadows in a drawer, learning how to be the thing I needed you to be and more. I feed a bit of patience and I dress it up in pride, but there's nowhere left for this lonely ache to hide. I'm the guardian of the ruins, I'm the keeper of the flames, trying to find a melody that doesn't sound like your name. It asked me where you went and why the bed is cold. It asked me for the promises that we're never gonna hold, and I don't have the answers, so I just hold it tight until it will be braver when we reach the morning light. Yeah, I'm raising my heart like a motherless child, trying to keep the pilot light from running wild. It's fragile and it's hollow and it cries through the night. I'm teaching it to beat again without you in its sight. It's a long road to healing, and I'm shaking at the start, just a ghost in the hallway, raising my own heart. One breath and another, I'll be my own father, I'll be my own mother. Sleep now, little heart, we're gonna find a way to start, raising my own heart, raising my own heart. The rocking chair is steady, but the room is spinning round. I'm humming to the shadows since you left without a sound. I used to memorize the rhythm of your breathing in the dark. Now I'm trying to build a fire from a cold and lonely spark. I'm singing to the pillows where your head used to lay, chasing out the ghosts of every word we didn't say. It's the lullaby I made up just to keep myself from breaking, a melody for all the hollow space that you're not taking, soft enough to soothe the ache, loud enough to drown the fear, a song to tell my heavy soul that you're no longer here. It's a low and lonesome whistle, a prayer I have to try, just a broken-hearted singer and a phantom lullaby. The lyrics change every time I start to cry. a closer day. I'm rocking back and forth, holding on to my own chest, trying to put the what ifs and the should haves down to rest. Close your eyes, little dream, you got nowhere left to go. The stars have all gone quiet and the fire's burning low. You don't have to wait for footsteps coming down the hall. I'll be the one to catch you if you start to feel the fall. In this lullaby I made up just to keep myself from breaking, a melody for all the hollow space that you're not taking. Soft enough to soothe the ache, loud enough to drown the fear. A song to tell my heavy soul that you're no longer here. It's a low and lonesome whistle, a prayer I have to try, just a broken-hearted singer and a phantom lullaby. Hush now, the memories ache. Give back the heart you didn't take. Go to sleep, the promises we couldn't keep. Just a lullaby, just a long goodbye. I'm sitting on the bathroom floor, picking at the edges of all the forever talk and the hollow-hearted pledges. You cut me down to nothing with a whisper and a glance, and left me here to figure out the solo kind of dance. My skin is mapped in mishaps, every scar has got your name, but I'm the one who's standing here holding all the blame. It's just band-aids and bravery holding me together, trying to find a shelter in this wreckage of the weather. Or one sticky strip of plastic for the way you let me go, and a little bit of courage for the things I'll never know. I'm patching up the puncture wounds, I'm hiding every scar, learning how to breathe again exactly where we are. The box is nearly empty and my hands are starting to shake. There isn't enough guys in the world for this kind of ache. I'm covering the bruises where your shadow used to lean, scrubbing at the us until the surface looks real clean. It's a messy kind of healing, it's a jagged kind of grace, to look into the mirror and forgive this tired face. They say that time's a doctor, but he's running way behind, and I'm the only surgeon that my broken soul could find. It doesn't have to be pretty, and it doesn't have to stay. It just has to keep the blood inside until I find my way. It's just band-aids and bravery holding me together, trying to find a shelter in this wreckage of the weather. One sticky strip of plastic for the way you let me go, and a little bit of courage for the things I'll never know. I'm patching up the puncture wounds, I'm hiding every scar, learning how to breathe again exactly where we are. Peel it back slowly, I'm not as lonely as I was. Just a little bit of tape and a lot of grit. I'm gonna make it bit by bit. I waited by the window till the streetlights lost their glow, praying for a savior that was never gonna show. The house is full of echoes of the man you used to be, and I'm drowning in the silence of the man you left with me. I looked for arms to hold me, but the hallway stayed so bare. So I reached out for my own hand, and I found the strength was there. I'm becoming my own guardian, the watchman of my soul, gathering the fragments just to make the picture whole. I'll stand out in the driveway and I'll chase the wolves away. I'll be the light that leads me through the darkest part of day. Since you won't be the hero, I'll step up and take the lead. I'm becoming the only guardian that I'm ever gonna need. I'm building up the fences that you tore down brick by brick, learning how to tell the truth when the lies are laid on thick. No more looking at the driveway for a car that isn't there. No more wasting all my oxygen on a ghost who doesn't care. I'll wrap myself in kindness like a coat against the frost, and find the little pieces of the person that I lost. I used to think I'd shatter if you ever walked away, but the glass is holding steady even in the disarray. I'm the shield and I'm the soldier, I'm the wall and I'm the gate. I'm the one who's gonna save me from this heavy, lonely weight. Yeah, yeah, I'm my own guardian, the watchman of my soul, gathering the fragments just to make the picture whole. I'll stand out in the driveway and I'll chase the wolves away. I'll be the light that leads me through the darkest part of day. Since you won't be the hero, I'll step up and take the lead. I'm becoming the only guardian that I'm ever gonna need. I've got my own back now. I'm the one who's watching over, safe and sound on this solid ground, only ground. My own guardian. Ready or I'm looking in the mirror at a face I don't quite know, with silver in the memories that only started to grow. I used to chase the starlight with a hunger in my eyes, before I learned that always is the best of all the lies. You handed me a lesson when I asked you for your hand, and left me building castles in the shifting of the sand. Now I'm wise before my time, and it's a heavy weight to hold. I've got a young heart beating in a soul that's feeling old. I know the way the wind blows right before the fever breaks. I know the bitter finish that a sweet beginning makes. I traded in my innocence to read between the lines. Now I'm lonely and I'm weary, and I'm wise before my time. secrets quiet in the pocket of my coat, along with every I love you that stayed inside my throat. I've lived 1,000 lifetimes in the years since you've been gone. I'm the only one awake to see the greatness of the dawn. There's no magic in the knowing, there's no comfort in the truth. It's just the ghost of us that came and stole away my youth. I give back every insight and the things I understand, just to be the fool who didn't see the ending you had planned. Yeah, I'm wise before my time, and it's a heavy weight to hold. I've got a young heart beating and a soul that's feeling old. I know the way the wind blows right before the fever breaks. I know the bitter finish that a sweet beginning makes. I traded in my innocence to read between the lines. Now I'm lonely and I'm weary, and I'm wise before my time. Too much sun makes a desert, or so the story goes. I've learned how it ends, and everybody knows I'm just a child with ancient eyes, so very old, so very wise before my time, before my time. The street lamps were flickering like candles in the rain. The night you left the porch light on to decorate the paint. I was looking for a lantern or a hand to lead the way, but the shadows grew like ivy till the colors turned to gray. You told me love was golden, but you forgot to mention this: the way your heart turns stone cold after one last hollow kiss. Now look at the boy who grew up in the dark, finding his way by a dying little spark. He learned to read the silence and he learned to love the cold, with a chest full of secrets that'll never be told. He didn't need the sunshine to see you walk away. He's a man of the midnight, born from the fray. He's doing just fine in the dark. There's a comfort in the corner where the light don't ever reach, a lesson in the loneliness that only ghosts can teach. I don't stumble over furniture or reach for phantom hands. I built a little kingdom on these black and barren lands. I used to fear the boogeyman under every single bed, until I realized the scariest things were words you never said. Don't bring your matches here, don't try to flame. I don't need to see the records to remember your name. My eyes have finally adjusted to the absence of your glowing. There's a peace in the shadows that you'll never, ever know. Yeah, look at the boy who grew up in the dark, finding his way by a dying little spark. He learned to read the silence and he learned to love the cold, with a chest full of secrets that'll never be told. He didn't need the sunshine to see you walk away. He's a man of the midnight, born from the fray. Yeah, he's doing just fine in the dark. Turn out the light. Kitchen floor. Another day is dying as I lock the deadbolt door. I used to love the way the light would golden up your hair, but now the dust just highlights that you're simply never there. I'm bracing for the shadows, I'm digging in my heels, hiding from the heavy ache that sunset always feels. The horizon is a razor, cutting through the blue, leaving me with nothing but the ghost of me and you. And I'm just surviving the sunset, one color at a time, trying to find a reason why the ending's such a crime. When the gold turns into purple and the purple turns to black, I'm fighting off the urge to go and call your number back. It's the hardest part of healing, it's the closing of the light. Just surviving the sunset so I can make it through the night. The birds are going quiet and the stars are peeking through, like tiny little pinpricks in a heart that's bruised and blue. I watch the street lamps flicker on a cold and lonely hum, wonder when the morning's gonna finally decide to come. Every evening is a mountain that I'm forced to climb alone, sitting on a porch swing that has turned to solid stone. I'm trading in the good nights for a bottle and a prayer, breathing in the chill of all this empty evening air. They say the sun will rise again, they say it's just a phase, but they haven't seen the fire of these disappearing days. I'm standing in the doorway watching beauty turn to gray, just a lonesome witness to the way you slipped away. Yeah, I'm just surviving the sunset, one color at a time, trying to find a reason why the end is such a crime. When the gold turns into purple and the purple turns to black, I'm fighting off the urge to go and call your number back. It's the hardest part of healing, it's the closing of the light. Just surviving the sunset so I can make it through the night. The dark is finally here, and I'm still standing. The sky went cold, but I'm still breathing. One more dust down, cabinet is open, the mirror is cracked in two, reflecting back a version of me that's still tangled up in you. You left the jagged edges and you left the open seams, 1,000 little punctures in the fabric of my dreams. I waited for a savior, for a hand to stop the red, but I'm the only one left standing in this empty, unmade bed. So I'm stitching my own wounds, one needle at a time, turning all this heartbreak into a rhythm and a rhyme. The thread is made of iron and the needle's made of pride, closing up the hollow places where I used to try and hide. It's a shaky kind of surgery, a slow and steady man, but I'm learning how to fix the heart you didn't think would bend. Every pull of the string is a memory I faced. Every night is a forever that you win and just erased. It stings to feel the healing, it burns to feel the light, but I'm pulling back the curtains on this long and lonely night. I don't need your apologies to cover up the scar. I'm finding out that I can breathe exactly where we are. I used to think I'd bleed out if you ever let me go, that the damage was too deep and the recovery too slow, but the skin is getting tougher and the pulse is getting strong. I've been a victim of your ghost for far too damn long. Yeah, I'm stitching my own wounds, one needle at a time, turning all this heartbreak into a rhythm and a rhyme. The thread is made of iron and the needle's made of pride, closing up the hollow places where I used to try and hide. It's a shaky kind of surgery, a slow and steady man, but I'm learning how to fix the heart you didn't think would bend. Tie it up, leave the scar to show the way. I'm holding up to live another day. Just me and the needle, stitching my